All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to cook one of my favorite. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite things to do with one of my favorite toys. Okay, what I have here, an odd cook hot pot. If you're familiar with what a hot pot is, right, it's used generally in like Japanese or Asian cooking. I mean, in this particular thing, it's really small. It only costs maybe $40 on Amazon. And what it has is a chamber. So it's like a little small electric skillet based on, and I say that because one of the ways you can use it is you can use it like a little electric skillet. You know, you can cook eggs or cook bacon, cook anything like that that you do on a little an electric skillet. It actually comes with a spatula also, right, which is useful. But my favorite part is it has this little steamer basket, so you can use it as a steamer, right? The controls are right here on the end, right? 3 positions: off, medium, and high, you know, for the flame level. And it has also a top, and of course a power cord also. Right, so what I do, right, see, I love vegetables, don't eat enough vegetables. So what I do is, for the week, we'll steam green beans, oddly enough, okra. I absolutely love okra. So we'll steam it, put it in a container, put it in the refrigerator, and it'll last a week. I'm telling you, if you like fresh vegetables, using this little odd cut hot pot is what I definitely suggest that you use, because it allows you to eat fresh vegetables throughout the week, and you get rid of all that nasty canned good stuff, and it's just excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I cook both okra, right, which I know a lot of people just don't like, but if you really like it, you don't have the sliminess, and it's really good. And I'm going to also show you how to cook, how I steam my green beans. I mean, it's just real easy, because all you got to do is sit down and do nothing, and I'm really good at sitting down and doing nothing. I should write a book called All I'm Going to Do is Sit Down and Do Nothing, right? Because I think the world will enjoy it, because I go, this dude knows exactly how to do this better than anybody. Okay, so I got my little odd cook hot pot here on the counter. Got it plugged in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add water to it. Okay, so you don't have to fill it all the way up. Just ensure that you have enough water in it so that it won't completely dry out before you're done cooking what you're cooking. Okay, and then I'm going to put steamer basket on top. We'll start adding my okra. Okay, I like to add things in a single layer, because if you put it in a single layer, it just distributes the steam a little bit better. Well, I say single layer, I may end up stacking it. But the thing that you don't want to do is just crush the okra, because if you crush the okra, then it'll pop open and you'll end up with those seeds that you really don't, that nobody likes to at least look at. Okay, so I got the steamer basket full of okra. Down here on the handle, I'm going to turn it to high. You see the little button there on the end that shows where the flame is turned to. And then I'm just going to put the top on. And it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so I really haven't time to actually kind of look at it and see how it looks. But I'm going to put a timer on 10 minutes initially, and then come back and see how it looks. And then I'll show you, and then if we need to go more, we'll go a little bit more. Okay, see you back in a little bit. So, full confession here. So we're 7 minutes into steaming the okra. I have to admit, I didn't even plug it in. So, okay, what I gotta do now is actually plug in the hot pot, and then while it's on, so you have that little blue light there when it's on. You don't have that when it's not plugged in. So now I'm plugging in the hot pot, and I'm gonna start my 10-minute timer all over, and then we're gonna see how the okra steams. Okay, so right now the okra steaming, and I'm just gonna lift up the steamer basket. And you see how the water's boiling right there. The water's boiling, and you can see that the steam is rising through the basket, and it's steaming the okra. I'm about 10 minutes in. I really, like I said, I really don't know how long it generally takes because I don't pay that much attention. But let's see, we're about 10 minutes in. We'll continue. Well, you add the extra 7 minutes of not being plugged in, but we won't count that. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes in, and we'll go probably another 10 minutes, because what you don't want to do is actually overcook the okra. Okay, so not to do that. So let's look at the okra. Oh my God, one of them popped. But anyway, if you look at them, they're fork tender. I mean, you can see that the fork just goes in there. The fork tender without being boiled. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them out and put them in a container, and I'll show you how I prep them for the refrigerator. So what I do is I take the little spatula that came with the hot pot, and then I'll gently I'll just gently pick them up and put them in a container. I try to not squeeze them, use a fork or anything like that, because I want them whole, right? Because in the end, what I like to do is just kind of pick them up and eat them with my hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of them out of the hot pot, and then we'll finish the process. So you can see that I've got the okra out of the hot pot, and you can see what's happening below there. It's boiling up really good. I've got a few more okra to cook. I'm gonna put those in the hot pot, and then while I'm doing that, I'll show you what I do to prep it. We're back at the table with my okra, and the very first thing I'll do is I'll drizzle a little bit of butter on there. You could either melt butter, or you could do like I do and just use some parquet or anything buttery. Okay, so I'm just drizzling a little bit of butter on there, and what I actually do is I'm gonna shake it. I don't know, shake it like it's hot. But anyway, some of my favorite seasoning, I really love any of this Kinder seasoning, but this buttery steakhouse adds, it has salt and pepper in it, right? So just sprinkle, don't sprinkle that much. Okay, make sure you use the sprinkle side, but sprinkle a little bit on there. I didn't go crazy, even though I did mess that up. And so that adds some buttery, and then some salt and pepper, and I also use like the usual. This is Fire and Smoke Society blend, and I just get this at Publix or any place. But this has salt and pepper. Make sure you use the right side. Okay, let's sprinkle a little bit of that on there, and that's it. So after I do that, I'll put the top on the Tupperware container. And there's a reason I'm using the Tupperware container. I'm using the Tupperware container because what I'm going to do is just shake it. I mean, shaking it around, spreading the seasonings and the butter. Oops, let me shake a little bit more. The seasonings and the butter. Distributing it. And then look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that's it. So I've steamed okra. It's nice and it's fork tender. It's just so fork tender. It's so forking tender. That's kind of funny. Okay, I guess most of the time when you got cooking shows and stuff, you have people watch you eat it. Yeah, that's it. Not messy. I'm even eating the hard part at the end. And that's it. That's how I steam okra with my uncooked hot pot. And I tell you, if you like okra and you don't like the mess, of boiling them, and you don't want too many seasoning, I mean, you don't want to just go crazy. I mean, this is the perfect way to make okra. Love it, absolutely love it. So that's it with the okra. I mean, I'm probably at the same time, let me just go ahead and cook some green beans also so you can see how, how this little okra hot pot will help you make some healthy green beans. But see what, I put the okra in the container and just put it in the refrigerator. Right, and then we've got vegetables for a couple of meals in the week, unless I eat them all like right now, which I'm really easy for me to do because I really love okra. Okay, so that's it for the okra.